Today we'll be doing something completely different compared to my normal videos or my normal training session. And that is, I will be performing deadlifts. It's not something I do a lot. Probably you never see me do deadlifts. I think there's one video of me on the internet where I perform deadlift. And that's my reference point because that's the last time I did it. I did 200 kg at that point. It was roughly 1 year ago as well. That's when I did sort of not a maxing video, but almost in that style. So 1 year ago, I had 200 kg on the bar and I performed a deadlift. Not the cleanest form at all in any sense, but I stopped there because I don't want to go above that level either, because at that point it's just high chance of injury. But today, if we make it to 200 and even above, I would be extremely satisfied. And just as all other maxing videos I've done, this is not something I train at all. It's just all strength comes from calisthenics. And the interesting point and even the reason I'm doing this is to see how much of that training or that strength can be transferred to these base exercises that we all know. So let's get started with some deadlifts. Starting off with slight or lightweight, and then we're moving up, hopefully reaching the 200 mark. We got the bar, 20 kg. I'm thinking let's do this way. It's probably gonna be pretty good. Just some warm-up sets to get the technique. Always hard to simulate when you're not having any weight. Sometimes when I show exercises, I need to put on a lot of weight because otherwise it's hard to do the right technique because there's no tension. I will also be using a belt. We have one here in the gym, which was good because that definitely helps to support the core and also minimize the chance of me getting injured because we have some support here in the crucial areas. Let's start off with 100 kg, so 2 plates on each side. I'm just gonna put on these ones. So the weights are not moving that much. Basically just twice that weight. Maybe. 160, and we have to tighten this one again. That's the posture. This should be pretty light. That's why I haven't brought my secondary power, which is the AirPods. They'll be, if we pull this one, we go to 180. That's when I will add music. Felt like it was a bit too much hollow body. I will have to change that one for the 80. Otherwise, there's a chance of injury, which is not good. It is time. 180 kg. Massive weights, but it should be doable. We have done it once before, so I have to at least get to my previous PR. Otherwise, it would be kind of embarrassing. Because I have added some weights on my body, so it should be helpful. Of course, I haven't trained legs either way since like 1 year ago almost. I've done some running, but not necessarily strength training at all. It's gonna be interesting. Let's get it. It is heavy. It is damn heavy, but doable. And it's definitely not something my body's comfortable with. It's like every time I get, I'm like, fuck, here we go again. But it was something. And the body feels really good. I don't feel pain anywhere, which is really nice. This one could be probably tightened a bit more, because now I really have to stretch it out to get that tightened feeling or that connection, but pretty damn good. Only 20 more kg and then we're up at 200. We might be getting to my PR today. I think so. 200 kg on the bar. This is my PR. And I would be really satisfied if we get this. It's some heavy weights and 200. That's a nice number as well to pull up. So 200, if we make this one, I think the next step is gonna be 210 kg. And that's a completely new PR for me, and also a pretty solid step, I would say, for not training at all. But as for future, let's do 200 first. Woo! Pretty damn heavy, but damn doable. Let's do 210 and see if we can get that one as well. Lots of words, that's some heavy fucking weight. Everything we've done has led up to this point. 210 kg, I added 5 kg on each side. This is a new personal record for me. Some damn heavy weights, but I think we could get this one as well actually. I'm just really gonna make sure I have a slight tendency to lean a bit more forward, since I'm really strong in the lower back, and that strength comes from calisthenics, but I don't want to use that too much, because at that point the chance of me getting injured or getting some pain afterwards is pretty high. And nothing is worth it if we get pain afterwards. It's not good. We're only doing this for fun and to see how much strength can be transferred. Not to get injured. That's not the point. Oh, I think you can see it on the camera, like I'm doing slightly too much forward, and I feel like I'm just doing it with the lower back, which is not the point. I really want to use the legs a bit more, but that's my weak point as well. So it's hard because I probably could have pushed that one, but it just doesn't feel good, and that's the limiting factor. I think actually will have to settle with 200. Still a fucking massive number. Some more than I did last time, but then again I haven't trained it at all, and still some good connection, really strong. The lower back especially, I feel like all the strength from my statics has been transferred from there. Then of course my legs and that connection is not something I train at all or get strength from in any other sense. So it's gonna be hard, because this part is strong, this part is weak, and then the average is 200 kg. But if I were to train legs a bit more and focus on this, I definitely think we can bump it up, because my core connection and back strength is already at a really high level. So if I were to just add some more strength to my legs, I think this could bump up pretty fast. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm a calisthenics athlete, so my main focus is the statics and everything. But in the future, maybe I will move on to some powerlifting. I feel like freestyle, it's a section. I'm talking a lot of more years, of course, but then afterwards, I feel like street lifting is also a great area to expand in. When you more want to have this like healthy lifestyle, you combine legs training as well, upper body, still do massive weights, get a great physique from it as well. So pretty good thing, I think, to move towards. But freestyle is always have a special place in my heart, and that's what I'm gonna stick to for a lot more years. So the final result was 200 kg on the deadlift. Still impressive number. It was my last PR, so not necessarily a new PR, but still for me to know that I have it feels pretty good. And it's not my main focus at all, so just being able to actually take 200 kg in something I never trained, still pretty damn impressive, and just shows again how much strength calisthenics athletes get from just training with the body. It's mind-blowing. And if you really want more proof, you can check out all my other videos where I do maxing. I do all the calisthenics stuff as well when it comes to dips and all that. And in general, if you want help with your training and how to get started with calisthenics, more the foundation, and then of course after a while you're also going to move more into combining weight training with calisthenics, and then find which thing suits you, and probably do a hybrid of everything. I feel like that's a lifestyle I want to move towards, doing a bit of everything that you truly enjoy, and then getting the results, because that's what it's all about in the end. Like, how often are you at the gym? How many times are you showing up? And the more you enjoy doing something, the more likely it is that you will actually show up. So find that sort of thing. And if you need help with that, I do have a personal community where we are a lot of people, where I guide them, I give tips, I have programs of how to get started, so you don't do any mistakes and get the fastest progress possible. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao!